This is the Ask Coach Kathy segment. This is where you write in your questions anonymously and I answer them. So this week's question is, Kathy, I am a 28-year-old single woman who really wants to meet someone who can be my partner for life. I've gone on blind dates, joined book clubs, become involved more in my church, but I can't seem to meet anyone who feels right for me. I'm thinking about trying a dating service, but am nervous about it. What do you think of this idea? Normally, I will be standing here answering this question for you, but I'm very excited because this week we have a couple who's going to answer the question for you. This is Vanessa and Dave Kopniski. Thank you so much for being here. You are an example of a couple who met during using a dating service, so this person can learn from you. How did that work for you?
We actually met through It's Just Lunch. It's a dating service, and it was so much fun. They invite you to come in. You do about an hour interview with them, take a survey, tell them exactly what you're looking for. Okay. They take a photograph of you just to remember what you look like, and then they match you up with different people that they have in their database.
So we're talking a matchmaker here. This isn't like online dating where you actually get to look at the photos yourself. They're really involved in the process?
Yeah, they are completely involved. They match people just depending on who they think are going to work.
Okay.
And it's really neat.
Now, I have to tell everybody, you two have been married 4 or 5 months?
Yeah.
Now you've known each other 4 years, and then you got married about 4 or 5 months ago. Right. So, when you met each other, how did that go? Just a real quick story about how you met. Wasn't it on the second date or second... You got a second call from It's Just Lunch?
Right. So the way that works, you go in, you do a series of dates, and they match you up based on what your preference is. We each had one date prior, and we were each of our second dates.
Okay.
And we just really hit it off. It was kind of funny. It's just lunch. Ironically, because our schedules, we actually did a dinner date.
Oh.
And we ended up staying dinner, having drinks, and talking afterwards, and it worked out really good for us. So.
That's really great. So It's Just Lunch, but you had dinner, but that works too.
Exactly.
Okay,
right.
Well, you are a success story. So if anybody is interested in meeting some new people, It's Just Lunch sounds like it's a winner. Thank you for being on.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for tuning in to Can You Relate. Stay tuned for next week because we're going to be talking about the holidays. We're on the cusp, and you're going to want to know how to cope. Thanks again.
Hair and makeup courtesy of John Roberts Salon and Spa. Want to learn more about today's topics? Suggest segments? Add your input. You can do all of this and more at CanYouRelateTV.com. Can You Relate with Kathy Dawson is presented by CK Media Productions.